It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
For Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Take that. Hey, middle. Check 3.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
10 at the 48-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. An option run with Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ingram going to get it on the option. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. This time Jackson will throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. There he goes right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Packers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
It's second and inches.
Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to number
Davante Adams. 66 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They run the option on 2nd down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mark 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Ravens 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout taken. Baltimore, perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
4-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
To kick off for Baltimore.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And here's Lewis. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Tavon Young in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 41, Rodgers. Buying. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard.
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 40 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Crosby with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Preston Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
10 at the 41-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 41 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Packers 19, Ravens 14. Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Green Bay.